Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl T back with another video, y'all. In today's video, we are going to try our hand at making a dress from scratch, y'all. And when I say scratch, I mean just that. I cut my own pattern out, and how I cut my pattern out was I took a dress that I already had and I cut it out, and traced it so where I would have two panels. But of course, you only need one panel to make a pattern. So if you're new here, thank you for stopping by the channel. Please hit that like button, crush that subscribe button, share the video out, leave me a comment because I do answer every single comment. For the returning members and subscribers, welcome back, fam. So if this is the type of content that you're interested in, please make sure you stick around. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So the first thing that I did, guys, was I thought like, hey, how am I going to get a pattern? Because I don't care, if you buy a pattern, that pattern is not sized for you, right? So the easiest way that I could think of to get a pattern that would fit me is to unseam or do a seam rip out, whatever you want to call it, of a dress that I already have that fits me, right? So that's what I did. That's how I got my pattern. And I traced it out on a piece of craft paper, freezer paper, all of the things. So here I have 2 yards of 100%, and my pattern just fell on the floor behind me. So I have 2 yards of 100% polyester. And what I'm going to do is so this is my pattern right here that I cut out, right? Um, and I'm again still with limited space, guys, because for recording anyway. Because we're trying to, get packed up here and all of those things. So here, what I'm doing is I'm just going to straighten out my fabric, okay? And that's going to be important, guys. That is going to be really, really important on making sure that that you are your things are cut out right. Now, I do have some fabric weights. Now, I don't know where my fabric weights are at the moment. So we're going to just take this little Apple TV box here and what else? Something else that I could just put on here that's kind of heavy. I got a little mallet right here. And we're just going to go with what we have, okay? Doesn't have to be, and we might use this little Clorox box, okay? Just because I don't have time to go and find those things right now, okay? So you want to use a sharp pair of scissors, and I mean sharp, pair that you only use for fabric. And then you just want to cut ooh, I'm not cutting it straight. I'm gonna grab a ruler. Wow, Jesus. All right, so what I'm gonna do, and you want to leave cut a little extra from the bottom so that you'll have um enough to hem. And it's part of the way. Okay. Okay. So we're just going to take that excess fabric because, honey, okay, and I do sort of kind of have a little more. Ooh, y'all, please don't do what I just did. I don't know if y'all could see that, but I had this blade open and went round about my head with it, and the blade was not secure. So make sure that you secure your blade. I probably can move these little things out of the way for right now. And you'll notice I'm not cutting exact, okay? Now, I'll cut close, but not exact. And the reason being is because I want to give myself room. Now, what I'm going to do is put that little Apple TV remote or box, whatever you want to call this, right here. And the scissor thing, Jesus, is going to be very imperative. And you want to save all of the excess polyester, okay? Now, I know it's going to be kind of hard for you guys to see me cutting the rest of this, so let me cut this and I'll be back, okay? All right, y'all. So, on the table, and I now just discovered that Amazon did not send me the right fabric. So, that fabric right there is going to be really, really sheer. Okay? That's going to be a really, really, really sheer fabric. So, what you can do, okay, is add you a lining up under here. So, we're just going to sew this dress, but this is not going to be one that I am going to actually physically wear because, like I said, this is going to be very thin. So, we have both of our pieces right here. No, it's not cut 100% straight, and I'm really not worried about that right now. The fact of this video is just to see if I can even do it, okay? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to print out my pieces. When you're doing your prints, make sure that you print them at 100% because otherwise, they come out that tiny. And of course, we can't put that on nothing, friends. So I'm going to do a reprint at 100% and I'll be back. All right, y'all. So here it is. I have our image already on here. Now, this is not going to be sublimated perfectly, okay? I'm still trying to figure out how to get my images the way they need to be, but right now I have it all taped down. I have my cover sheet, and as soon as the back, I get this side printed, I'll print the other side, come back and show you what it looks like before we sew it up, and then I'll show you what the final result will be. All right, y'all. So as I stated, this wasn't the right fabric to begin with, but we didn't get very much ink release out of there. So versus trying to continue to sublimate it and waste ink, I'm going to wait till they send me the right fabric. But we are going to go ahead and print this out on a smaller version out on my what do you call that thing over there? The brother printer. Actually, I may just go ahead and sublimate, not sublimate. We're not gonna sublimate anymore. We're just gonna go ahead and line these pieces up, and then we're going to sew it, and I can still save the back. I just wanted to finish the video to show you guys what you could make if you have the right material that Amazon didn't send me. So there's that. So I'm gonna sew this up and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. So in front you, I have the dress upside down, but in front you see we have a sublimated dress, which would have came out better had they have sent me the right woven sublimation material, but we're not going to dwell on that. They're going to send me what they're supposed to. um and as you can see, we have our two woo, we have our two straps that are serged right here. I even serged the neckline. Now, what I want you to take from this neckline is that you're not going to have black hem in your neckline, okay? I have black on my machine. I wasn't going to unhook the machine just to rethread it for all white because this is just a test dress. So we know that we can do it, okay? We know that we can do it. We just have to have them send us the right material. This is the bottom, and we have us a nice hem in here, okay? So overall, I'm happy with the project for me just trying something out, and we didn't get hardly any ink release either. So I think instead of doing it on 350, we need to do it on on 400 as well. And yeah, y'all. So overall, I am super, super excited with this project. T made a whole dress start to finish, you guys. And you can do it too. This will be a definite re-edited, I mean, re not edited, but redone video once I get back in my new moving space, craft space, all of that good stuff once we get going and I have more room to record for you guys. Actually recorded every step of the way, baby. I got you. Okay. So if you have found any value in this video, please smash that subscribe button. Crush that like button, leave me a comment, ask any questions because I know this is not really in depth like I like to go. So drop those comments below for me and I'll be glad to answer them for you. You can do this on a sewing machine if you have an actual the actual material, which is though it's called sublimation woven material. And like I said, Amazon is going to send me the right one because they definitely sent me only 100% polyester, but it needs to be woven, not polyester. Okay, so that's the key there. So until next time, peace, be blessed, stay crafty. I'm your girl T, and I'm out. One God, one love. Peace.